This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy. That's my closet full of all the stuff that I love. And today we finally get around to exploring this box set from Severin, Danza Macabra Volume 2, the Italian Gothic collection. Now I've already posted episodes on all the films in Volume 1, which is behind me right there on the shelf. So you can check those episodes out if you'd like to. But today we're going to look at what is regarded as the best film in this Volume 2 set. And it's a film that arguably is the textbook definition of Gothic horror. Let's check it out. Today's film is Castle of Blood, or Danza Macabra, from 1964. It's 83 minutes long, or 91 minutes long. It's in Italian with English subtitles, or it's dubbed in English. I'll explain all of that, but it is in beautiful black and white. It's about a journalist who takes a bet that he can survive a night in a haunted castle during the Night of the Dead. That's when the dead return to relive what caused their deaths. During this stay, he learns all about the castle's gruesome past and also falls in love with a beautiful ghost. So there are two versions of this film here. The shorter version is dubbed in English. That's the one I watched. I'm not sure why I watched that one. I think maybe it's less than 10 minutes shorter. So I thought, how much different can it be? But then one of the extras I watched showed a clip featuring some female nudity and some sexual overtones. So I thought, did I miss something? Did I nod off? Do I need to watch the longer version? The next day, I watched the longer version, which is, like I said, less than 10 minutes longer in Italian. And yeah, it did include those elements that I missed. And so that is the version that I do recommend. That one is called Danza Macabra, or Dance of the Dead. Now, for the most part, we do follow the protagonist, this journalist, through the film. The story does stray a bit as it shows the backstories of several ghosts who are haunting this castle. The protagonist immediately falls in love with a female ghost played by horror icon Barbara Steele. Always great to see her. Probably best known for films like Black Sunday and The Pit and the Pendulum. Apparently she was in David Cronenberg's first film, Shivers. But as far as speaking of Pit and the Pendulum and Edgar Allan Poe, an actor does portray Poe in the beginning of this film, and the credits say that it's based on a Poe short story, but it's not. They just kind of wanted to capitalize on the success of the Pit and the Pendulum film to sell this film. Things do get a little bit confusing during this film as other characters reveal their backstory, and we aren't always aware that we're seeing things from the protagonist's point of view, because he kind of comes in and out of the story. But watching it a second time, for me, things were more clear, and I think maybe on the first viewing I was so much in awe of the cinematography that the second time around I could focus more on the story. One could argue that this is the ultimate Gothic horror film, or at least a textbook definition of what a Gothic horror film should look like. It is beautifully shot with these shadows and the fog and these arched doorways and these winding staircases and cobwebs and ghosts and candles and creaking doors and weird angles. A lot of expressionism here. Thematically, your greatest hits: love, lust, death, adultery, revenge, murder, jealousy, all that fun stuff. The music also helps a lot. It's very intense, very spooky. I think they're using a theremin in some of it. It was shot in only 2 weeks. They used an existing set from another film to shoot this one. The original director was the great Sergio Corbucci. He only directed really one scene, then he was otherwise engaged, but he's responsible for films like Django and The Great Silence. But it was completed by director Antonio Margheriti, who liked this story so much that he remade it as Web of the Spider in 1971. And it's actually that disc back there, Creature of the Blue Hand by Film Masters. Web of the Spider is included as a bonus film on that. It has Klaus Kinski playing Edgar Allan Poe. So again, they returned to Poe for some reason. Marguerite apparently didn't like to use blood in films. In fact, you see blood like only once, I think, in this film, and it's in black and white. So, but it's kind of ironic that the American version is called Castle of Blood. I'm going to give Castle of Blood 4 candles. It was almost 4.5. 4 candles out of 5. I think if you're a Gothic horror fan, especially classic Gothic horror, I think you should really check this one out. So what's on this disc? This is a Severin disc. You can buy this separately. You don't have to buy that whole box. This one in particular has a 4K and a Blu-ray disc with the film, and then a third disc with all the extras. Picture quality I thought was excellent. It's HDR. There are several extras, including an audio commentary, which I did not listen to. And there are other extras, as you can see here, including something about the director, and then something about Barbara Steele. So where can you see Castle of Blood? Well, like I said, you can buy it. I think the 4K is still available. You have to check that out. Double check me on that. But the Blu-ray definitely is available. You can rent it. You can see it on Tubi. Now, one viewer mentioned to me recently that he tried to watch something on Tubi. There were commercials every 15 minutes. So yeah, Tubi's a free service, so it's not perfect. You might get a lot of commercials. You might not. The picture quality can vary a lot, but if you just want to check out what a film looks like, there's a way to do that. So feel free to leave a comment or suggestion down below. Maybe tell us your favorite Gothic horror film or one of your favorites. Leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. Subscribing is free. Also free as we are on Letterboxd under the Kazdoy Closet, leaving a bunch of brief reviews of other things we're watching. And what's not free is my ebook is available. It is True Tales from the Teacher Trenches, the ups and downs from 32 years of teaching. It's for your Kindle. If you don't have a Kindle, you can use the free Kindle app on the device of your choice. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it is included in that service at no charge. Otherwise, you'd have to go to Amazon.com and pay $1.99. So, hope you liked this episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.